morning, everybody. So today I will be showing you the new MAC Selena Reina collection. Anyway, I'm going to be starting off by saying I am going to be uploading this into 3 separate parts. This is being the first part. I'm going to show you what I got. The second one's going to be the story behind it, and then the third one's going to be me doing a makeup tutorial with the new collection. Now I'm also going to include the old collection in this video, just because anything for Selena's, and we have to show the old collection some love. Plus I did get the Bitty Bitty Bomb Bomb lip gloss once again, and this story, it is crazy. So in this video I'm going to be showing you everything I got in the collection. However, I am missing 3 items from this new launch. I am missing the highlight or skin finish or whatever it is. I'm missing one of the lipsticks in the shade La Reina, and that's the brownish one. And the last thing I'm missing is the makeup bag. However, I saw 2 out of 3 of the items on Amazon, but because this is a new collection, we gotta wait a little bit for it to decrease in price so I can buy it off of like Amazon and eBay and stuff. But hopefully it'll come to stores. Hopefully they reopen these stores. But for now, let's get started. Now I have pretty much everything else in the collection right now in front of me. I got the rest of my items yesterday in the mail. So a couple of these items do not have boxes, but I do have a story behind that. But for now, let's get on with the first item. Alright guys, so as I show you what I have from this collection, I should warn you that 2 of the items do not have boxes, because of course when I received the package for these, they were shipped to my brother's house, and my brother's new puppy ended up getting the boxes and destroying them. So 2 of these items don't even have boxes. But hopefully I will get more in the future, and hopefully I can get boxes for these 2 items. Anyway, let's get started. So as you can see inside, I still have the tissue paper. I still have a lot of makeup in here. I even have the old Selena collection in here. And I'm going to start off with this one. Now, as you can see on the back, it's like all rainbowy and pretty. This is MAC Selena on it. And inside they have the MAC Selena Eyeshadow Palette. And as you can see, the theme for this collection is the embroidered bustier. Now when you open it, the first thing you can see is the insert. And the insert is of Selena, and usually I throw these out, but because it's Selena, I gotta keep it. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna go over the shades of which they are, of which is which, pretty much. Now, before I get into that, as you can see, I played around with it for a little bit. I've literally had this palette for, I'm gonna be honest, this is a different day of me filming this. So at this point, I've had this palette for like months. So I'm just gonna show you which shade is which. So this one's Te Amo, Captive Heart. Me Siento Muy Excited, which is the name of the palette. Como Te Extraño. I forgot what the name of this one is actually. This is 25. It's a Texas thing. Los Dinos. And what was the last shade name? Live in Concert. So the darkest shade on the bottom left is Live in Concert. So that's pretty much what the eyeshadow palette looks like. I wish they could just show the eyeshadows a little better on which is which, but I mean, I'll give them, you know, an A for trying, pretty much. and because, you know, the palette's nice and everything. Now, I'll put, like, the reasoning behind me putting this video up, like, you know, the reason why it took me so long to film this up, like, in another video or later on, I don't know. But, yeah, that's, the Me Siento Muy Excited palette. On to the next product. Okay, so next we have the liquid lips. So, two of these liquid lips, I don't have boxes for, but the one I do have boxes for is in the shade Big Bertha, if this will focus. And Big Bertha is the darkest brown shade, pretty much. Now, I thought Big Bertha was gonna be, like, nice on my lips, but when I first tried it out, it was not. So I kind of have to mix it with something just to make it, you know, perfect on my lips. The other two, their boxes were destroyed, but they stayed, you know, pretty much intact. Hopefully I can find boxes for these two, like replacement boxes like this, pretty much, just with their names on it. But I was able to snag all 3 shades of the liquid lip from the collection, which is like good news for me. Okay, so next we have the 3 lip gloss shades, and I was able to get all 3 of them. One of them is a re-release from the old collection, and that is Bitty Bitty Bomb Bomb. Now, I've noticed there are some differences with the old one compared to this one, and I'm not talking about the packaging, but like, it's Bitty Bitty Bomb Bomb, but you know, one's lighter, one's darker. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. I'll show you later on in the video. But the 2 newer shades that they came out is this one, which is called Hey Dad Pizza. It is this beautiful metallic brown shade. And when you're putting all the lip glosses on, it's like super smooth on your lips. It applies very smoothly, and you know. And then the last shade is the Washing Machine, and it's like this beautiful, like bright white shade, and hence the name The Washing Machine. I guess, you know, color soap and bubbles, they picked the right color for this one. Okay, so before I show you the next item, you can clearly see that this is like a darker kind of pink, and then this one is more like a beigey pink. So you can definitely see the difference. And from the old collection, this Bitty Bitty Bomb Bomb is smaller compared to this one. I'm not sure if anyone else notices that, but that's what I've noticed, because like, just in measurement, like this is slightly taller, so you're probably gonna get more product out of the newer version of Bitty Bitty Bomb Bomb, which I would assume a lot of the people who got the collection would want if they were unable to get, you know, Bitty Bitty Bomb Bomb from the previous collection, or if they ran out, or whatever the reason may be. This is probably the one you would want the most. Which brings us to our next product, which is the lip pencils. There were 2 in the collection. One, like, it looks kind of like nudie on camera, but this one is actually a red. It's called Selenaville. And as you can see, okay, now it's showing up as pink, but it's this really pretty red, like a cherry red. So if you wanted to do like a Selena inspired look and you wanted to use this would probably go great with like Como La Flor or something. Which brings us to the other lip pencil in the shade Entre a Mi Mundo. It is this brown shade. So pretty much the brown one can go with 3 out of 4 of the lipsticks, and maybe even Amor Prohibido from the last collection. Now, before I move on to the next products, I just have one thing to say, and it is the boxes. I'm not sure if y'all can tell, but this one has a big dent in it right here. And then this one right here has another dent in it. Now, before I move on, I should probably mention that these were not done by me or anyone I know. This is how they came to me when I got them. So MAC, obviously, because I ordered off of MAC, they didn't like package them properly, which brings me to have damaged boxes. Like, come on, MAC. Okay, so the last of the items that I've received is the lipsticks. Now, for this collection, MAC has launched 4 lipsticks. However, I was only able to get 3 of them. Like, the whole story behind how I couldn't get the other products, I'll be saving for later on in the video. But for now, I'm going to tell you what shades I did get. The first shade is, if this will focus, is the red shade in Queen of Cumbia. Now, I don't know about y'all, but when I first received it, like, now before I actually say what I'm going to say, but there is a rose embroidered inside of the lipstick. And that's not just in this one, it's in all of the shades. Anyway, when I first received this, I thought it looked exactly like the Dreaming of You shade from the last collection. I don't know if that's what you guys thought too, but that is definitely what I thought. But it is not the same shade. One is lighter than the other, one's darker than the other. So, yeah. And this is the only red shade that they have lipstick-wise. So the next shade I've received is Selena Vive. Now this shade is like a nudie brown, but it's more on the nude side than it's on the brown. Now this one, if you're like more of the nude look, this is like more you. This one kind of reminds me of the Amor Prohibido shade from the last collection. But, yeah. And then the last shade that I received is in the shade Inolvidable. This is like a pinky orangey shade, and it has like shimmer and sparkles inside of it. It's not really showing up on camera, but there are like some shimmer. There's a lot of shimmer in it. And unfortunately, my camera's not picking it up. Now, the 4th shade in the collection was a brown, literally just a plain brown shade, and it was called Reina. And unfortunately, I was not able to get that one. And I will tell you why in just a moment. But I've tested all 3 of these on my lips, and they are phenomenal. And anyone who is a MAC fan, or even a Selena fan for that matter, this is the way to go. So in this part of the video, this is the second part out of the 3. And from the moment I found out about the collection till now, I'm just going to catch you guys up and include why I couldn't be uploading this video earlier, like months and months earlier. So why don't y'all sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Get your popcorn, get your snacks, get whatever you gotta get, because so the day that Suzette pretty much put it all out on social media, I don't remember what I saw it on. It was either Facebook or Instagram. It was one of the 2 that I saw it on. Anyway, I'm looking at the website and I'm like, she's doing another Selena collection collab with MAC. I'm like, wonder what the occasion is. And then like 2 minutes after, it was because of her 25th anniversary of being gone. So I was excited about it, and immediately I started saving my money up, Y'all, the hype, the struggle was real. And let me just tell you guys, she told us like 6 weeks in advance, maybe more, I don't know. But I didn't have like a lot of time to save, so I saved as much money as I could. Which brings us to when it first launched, the PR pack or whatever you want to call it, when that launched. So when it was first launched, the pre-order or whatever, I missed out already. Like, the minute they said it would launch, it was already sold out. So millions of people already bought it. So I was kind of bummed that I couldn't get the complete set. I was very bummed about that. However, there was like still the actual date where you can buy everything separately or together or whatever. And that's when I actually purchased what I was purchasing. So I believe that the time to buy it was like 11 a.m. that morning. It was either 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. from where I am. But my brother was helping me, the same brother that helped me the last time the Selena came out. He pretty much decided to help me through it all online, even though we have that whole pandemic stuff going around right now. But I had everything added to my cart, and I was still not even able to get the 2 items I thought I was gonna get. Anyway, after we purchased every single item, I decided, just for fun and giggles, to go back on to the MAC website to see what sold out and what is still there. That's when this popped up. I was on that page for a good 2 to 3 minutes, and that's when it took me to the main page to see what Selena products were left from the collection, and that's when I saw half of it was already sold out. So shortly after I got my items in the mail, like, I started having problems with my phone at the time, and I would try to film this video, the one that you're seeing now, and it wouldn't even film. Like, I mean, it would film, but like only for like up to 10 seconds. So, and it was just hard to like save it and everything. And at the time I had the iPhone 6, and for those of you that don't know this, like, Apple does this thing with old iPhones where you can just trade them in after a certain period of time to upgrade to a new and better phone, which I've just recently done, like up to 2 weeks ago. And which brings me to now this video. I've been doing like this day by day since me getting this phone. That's why I've been MIA. It's because I couldn't film. And now that I can film, I'm just gonna film as much as I could up until, I don't have this phone anymore and I can upgrade again. Yeah, so that's been pretty much what's been going on the past couple of months. It has been a rough couple of months since all this started, since I got the Selena collection. But you know what? We're here now and we're doing this together. Let's get on to that makeup tutorial. So as you guys can see, I'm looking all types of crazy right now. So to start off my look, I decided to go with a more natural look. So I'm gonna start off with the top right shade, Como te extraño. Okay, so next I'm going in with the shade Los Dinos, which is the very brown shade on the bottom right. So lastly, I'm going to be going in with the shade It's a Texas Thing, which is the bottom shimmer one. Now try not to add too much of It's a Texas Thing because I'm going to be putting it on the lid. And again, I'm going for an all natural look. So if by chance you put too much of It's a Texas Thing on your lid, like way too much, what you can do is you can try to fix it by using the Como Te Extraño shade, which I used the very first, eyeshadow for. And what I also did was I used the other shimmer shade in Me Siento Muy Excited, and it actually fixed it all up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to blend everything together to create the look. So now that my eye look is done, I'm going to be using a lip pencil in the shade, what shade is this? Entre a mi mundo. And I'm going to be putting that by lining my lips. So now to top it all off, I'm going to be using the lipstick in the shade Selena Vive, and that'll complete my makeup tutorial. Okay, so now all my makeup is done, so I'm going to be finishing the rest of my look off camera, and I'll see you guys. So that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed.